2-2. All right, hello. Welcome to some Train Sim Mode 5 with some more Mildmay Line DLC action. Hello, Dommy. You're in Milan, so won't be watching anymore. That is all good, my man. Appreciate the heads up. Hello, good to see you, Sammy. How you doing, mate? Welcome. Thank you very much. Hello, ASR. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you guys, man. Thank you very much for joining us nice and early today. I appreciate the what do I call it? It's support, but it's different, you know? Like, I don't know. What do I call it? It's support. I appreciate the support. Hello, Dan. How you doing, mate? Good to see you once again. I don't know when the last time I had you 2 days in a row, Dan. I feel very lucky right now. Usually it'll be like once or twice a week. Now I've had you twice in a week consecutively. Maybe I should go and play the lottery in it. How are you guys doing today, man? How's the day going so far? What are you guys up to? If you're at school, how's school been? If you're at work, how's work going? Any plans for the evening? And all that good stuff, you know. Just starting to have a conversation about, you know, while we get cracking on with sorting out this train. So I was on the I took the overground earlier today, and I was on the class 710. I was on the suffragette line, and yeah, definitely the green. I suspect they use the same seats because it was this seat pattern. Oh, I'm not sure, Simon. I think Simon said there's a different pattern. I don't remember. But anyway, the class 710 has this exact seat pattern, but the green is darker. And so I don't know whether that was something that stood out to me like on day one yesterday when I saw it for the first time. But yeah, I was actually paying attention to the seats, and that's what I noticed. AC temperature, put a little bit to the warm side. Full heat, I guess. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it on vent only. Get the GSMR turned on. Yeah, I think the light being on is okay. It's a pretty decent light. It's not too bright, so I think that should be okay. Girlfriend can move around easy these days, so let's do it. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. How is she doing, man? How's she doing? Sorry, if you guys tell me certain things, yeah, and then certain things that are like important to a degree, and then I don't really like talk to you about it ever again, or don't ask about it. It's not out of like malice. I have a big issue with forgetting things. A big issue. So please do not take it like personally, or you know, think I don't really care. I struggle to remember anything, fellas. I'll be honest. Prepare for a trade show. It starts tomorrow, so be around. Oh, it starts tomorrow. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have you for 5 days. Jesus. So hold on. When does it end then? If it starts Friday, that's gonna end like mid next week, isn't it? Oh my god. Okay. Fair enough. Well, then you'll be back on the channel just in time for a new game. What game, you ask? Find out next week. Well, find out when the schedule gets done at some point over the weekend. Hello, Nebu. How you doing, my brother? I already know your answer to that. I don't even know what I said at the time. New playlist on Motorfest. Yeah. Indeed, there is. And there's also a whole new update, like quite a massive update as well. The usual time that I'll jump on it is either early in the week or over the weekend. So I usually try and kind of like kill two birds with one stone and stream it at the same time. But yeah. Hello, Tim. How you doing, mate? Thank you very much for the... Thank you. You know what, Baba made me wait an hour. So I messaged him yesterday morning. I was like, oh, are you going to be at the shop tomorrow? If so, what time are you going to be there? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna be there from 9:30 in the morning. I said, cool. And I like to get that. I like to get my trims out of the way ASAP. So I pulled up at 9:32, I think, and he didn't come in until like 10:37. But hey, it was worth the wait, innit? So it is what it is. Hello, Nilvinus. How you doing, my friend? Hello, Mr. Hamburger. How are you doing? Bonus healing now, which has 6 more weeks of flopping around the 1 foot. You know what? Honestly, Dan, as long as she gets her full health back, 6 weeks is nothing, man. 6 weeks is nothing when it comes to that. Around 10 p.m. on a Tuesday. Really not looking forward to it. How so? What is it, like very, very corporate? I'm very happy this game plays nice in 4K now. I honestly could have played it in 4K when I was playing through the F59 Journey Mode. But I don't know, man. Something within me was like, just better safe than sorry, innit? Because like, if an issue was to occur, it would make it a bit easier to kind of figure out what is the cause of any problems. Sorry, I'm really trying to focus when it comes to my stopping points. Yesterday we had a bit of a nightmare. I don't know when, but I've become quite anal about my stopping points. I do want to get it right. Hello, Hank. Again. Except I don't mind the corporate ones, as I can go at my own speed. Photography show, basically 5 days of talking to Joe Blogs photographers and working on a so big bet every the company, but it's not my type of show. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Well, you know, feel free to, if you're just going to be at the till, just have a stream on if I'm streaming. I don't know how strict they are with, like, having, like, I don't know, like a headphone in or whatever, or like an earphone, sorry. Little earphone there. Keep your mind occupied, I guess. But yeah, man, it sucks when it's just, no matter what it is, if it's just something that you don't want to and it's not really you, yeah, it's not fun. But yeah, hopefully time flies, man. I guess try to enjoy it, try to find some form of fun in it, just to kind of, for your own sanity. No phones allowed, no... okay. For a trade show... okay. I mean, look, I've got no clue how things operate in the photography industry, right? But generally speaking, for a trade show, they're usually quite relaxed. Like, that seems super strict for a trade show. For the trade shows I don't know, like, I've attended and, like, watched on YouTube or whatever it may be. At least it's London this year, so I don't have to travel far. Okay. Would you be comfortable with saying where? Because I've got a couple places that I want to say, but I don't know if you'd be comfortable, obviously, sharing that on a public platform. Just out of curiosity, I'm not going to go looking for you, I promise. Would you guys rather the light on or the light off? Hold on, this is not a good judge because the light from the station's coming in. This is more like what it would be. Oh no, it's a bit too dark here. I think it would be a bit too dark for you guys. It almost looks like a Gran Turismo car back in the day when they had Like some cars would have interiors and others wouldn't, like on GT5. Okay, that was literally the first place I was gonna say XL. That was the first place I was gonna say. Tim says off always. Sammy says light on. Oh boy, it's 50-50 right now. So if I was by myself, as in if I was playing this off stream, I would definitely have the light off. You know what? I actually don't know. You know, it's the fact for me that this light isn't harsh. It's quite warm. Well, it's not warm because usually warm is orange. It's more orange, but it's soft. Let me put it that way. It's quite soft. Which is why I'm not too bothered about it. Usually, even on stream, if a light in the cab during a night drive is too dark, I would still have the light off. If the light was too bright, sorry, overcooked it. Yeah, if the light was too bright, then I'm keeping it off. But I quite like this one. Put a candle on the dashboard for light. I mean, to be honest, I do like some of the lights that actually look like candle lights. More so the desk lights on like German trains. A few of the German trains, not all of them. If it was just on a dial, but yeah, you know what? Yeah, if like all the buttons, for example, like the door buttons and just the rest of the buttons on the like gauge cluster, dash cluster, whatever you want to call it, were like had like a low illumination to them, I think that would be pretty nice. Something similar to like what we've got behind behind these, just like a little bit of a low light, or even like for the door close interlock lights. I think if they all had it would be pretty nice, but then they don't, and it becomes speedo, brake pressure gauge, and then the interlocks, and then that's it. Obviously you got the line as well, and then it's just pitch black. Is this a sign of like being old or just being a nerd? That, you know, I'm talking quite passionately about lights inside a train. I'll tell you what though, obviously in the back of my mind I know there's no active passengers here, and that's annoying. But going into a station, there's enough static ones. Like even playing through yesterday, I didn't even know that there were no dynamic passengers until you guys told me. And then I had to look outside and saw it for myself. Now, obviously, in reality, you probably have a little bit more. But there's enough that as you're coming into the station, if you're focusing on your braking point and focusing on where you're going to stop, it's not something that catches your eye like a completely empty station would. Bit of both, yeah, fair enough. I'm not against it, man. There's two things I'm actually not against. Getting old. Like I've reached, like usually when it gets to around the 30s, like people that I know, people around me and stuff, that's when they start like not wanting to share their age, or they start making all the jokes about age. I'm actually like, it is what it is. You know what is what it is. I'm going towards 30. It's going to be a nice little milestone, and it will go beyond, and then I'll continue maturing and, you know, on my way to becoming an old man. And then the second thing is baldness. I actually think I'd look pretty good with a bald look, you know. I think I could rock it, because my hairline is starting to recede, at least on one side. I've got I can't see, my camera is too small. Whatever you guys can tell, that one of these things is pushed back more than the other, and I'm okay with it. I'm honestly okay with it. Not that I'm not considering doing something about it. I was sitting in the chair earlier when I was getting my haircut, and I was thinking about, I was like, you know what, if it really came to it, would I be opposed to like some hair transplant or something? I don't think I would, honestly. But at the same time, if it got bad, you know, I'd shave it off, and I really wouldn't feel a way about it, I don't think. It does depend on the head, and that's the thing. I've cut my hair short, but never short enough to actually see my head shape. But it's not horrible, because, you know, when someone's got a massive chonker on their head, it's like you can tell no matter what their hairstyle, right? So I don't think I'm that bad. Don't know what it is. It could be it's going to be imperfect so one way or another. But, like, from what I can tell, when I look in the mirror, I really do feel like I could pull it off, honestly. Welcome to an LWD stream where we speak about anything but trains. No. 3 yards. I'll take it. I don't know why it's sometimes, right, when you get really close to the marker, it actually goes down to 1 yard. And then other times it doesn't. And there's no consistency to it. It's not like it used to not show when you're 1 yard off the stopping point. My nose is doing that thing again. It really hurts. And then after like TSW4 or after TSW5, no, it's not like it was only showing up to 2 yards at some point and then they sorted it out. It's like, I think on Mittenwald Barn, it goes down to 1 yard. I think even on Ludwig's Barn, and then on this one, it doesn't. It just stays at 2. Nothing major. It's just, I have an eye for detail, and stuff like that just catches me out. A lumpy ass head. So got full of head of hair. You're blessed, man, honestly. There are many men, I'm not doing a 50 Cent here, but there are many men that wish they were you, Sammy. You are the model man for many, many men. So, if there's a day where you're not really feeling yourself, not feeling positive, just remember that. Use feet. I can't use feet, man. I don't know what I'm meant to be using. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I'm pretty sure feet is a lot smaller than yards, right? So that would make sense, I think. But at the same time, ultimately, it's possible to stop to a foot, right? So why it stays on this, why it doesn't go below 7, doesn't really make sense. Also, one thing that's just pops into my head as well as nagging away and moaning away is, why is it that now we're on TSW5 in 2025 and we still don't have an accurate like an accurate stopping distance? Like any other distance is accurate to the railway distance, the line distance, if that makes sense. When it comes to like where you're going to stop or where you're going to go vias, load instructions, wherever you're going to do those things, it calculates it as the crow flies. So especially if you're on like a mountainous route like Sand Patch, for example, the distance or Semmering Barn, the distance to the next station goes up and down and up and down and up and down, and you can never really tell how far away you actually are. Again, nothing major, but I think it's there with things that probably should have been fixed by now. It's been a thing since the beginning of TSW. I never use feet because they don't tell the shoe size. Hank, March the 6th, 2025. Thank you very much, Hank. A wonderful contribution there. I've come to here once at Gospel Oak Station. It was by accident. I was meant to get off beforehand, and I missed my stop, and then because I'm not familiar with the stops after, but then I'm also not really familiar with the stops before, I just thought, it's still coming. So I just stayed on the train. Before I know it, I'm at Gospel Oak. And man, you don't really get a good view of the streets around. You get a view. And maybe the fact that it was grey and cloudy had something to do with it. But wow, was it depressing. Like, I really was eager to get out of there. Not half because I'd missed my stop, but also because it was just, Now, maybe the actual surrounding areas have something nice to offer. I've never really been to Gospel Oak before in my life, aside from that. But wow, it was something. It was definitely something. It's still a bit surreal seeing the capital stars on this game. It's always been something that I've wanted, but like, how can I explain it? I've wanted it, but low key. Like, I've never like been excited for it. Wasn't really excited for the announcement, but I've always wanted to see a capital star in TSW, and I'm glad that it's finally here. Although I really, 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 really wish it continued all the way, because then it would go through areas which I'm very, 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 which I grew up in, basically, very familiar with. And it sucks. It doesn't go all the way, man. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys what I'm drinking today. So another smoothie. This will be the penultimate day for smoothies, by the way. Tomorrow will be the last one, and I've got the last one in the fridge, but you'll see it tomorrow. It's green. But today we've got strawberries and banana. Pretty basic. My least favorite so far. I like the one with mango and apple and orange, I think. But I don't dislike it. Just my least favorite. And I'm wondering if I like, when I drink orange juice, I like the orange juice bits, and the other one comes with bits in it, whereas this one is just completely smooth. And so I do wonder whether that has a part to play. But yeah, the green one will be. I don't really drink green juices, although they're meant to be like the healthier option. My missus usually does, and she has given me a taste of some, and you know what? They actually haven't been too bad, so I think I'm looking forward to it. To be honest, I'm at that stage where I don't really care for flavor. Like, if something's really healthy, or if something's just healthy, period, I'll go for it. Now, not if I'm at like a restaurant, I'm gonna go for what I like. If I'm gonna be spending like good money, but if cooking at home, and you know, if there's like a portion of whatever it is that's got more vegetables in it, I'll take it. Even if I don't really like it. Like, I don't like broccoli, but I'll eat it. I'll have a good chop. Green ones are usually pretty grim, and that's the thing, Sammy. Like, that's the price you pay, innit? You pay two prices when you go for the healthier option. One, financially, for whatever not for whatever reason, but usually healthier things are more expensive, and two, they taste worse. But hey, you know, health is wealth, innit? So in the long run, small price to pay. Absolutely, Sarah. You're spending your good earned money, mate. Like, you know. One thing I used to do when I was working as a cleaner, and I'd go out and spend money, was calculate, okay, I'm spending this much. This is 2 hours of my work, because I was getting paid hourly. Okay, this is 2 hours of my work, what I've just purchased. Is it worth it? Is it worth 2 hours of the work that I do? Okay, this thing is worth 4 hours of my work. Is it worth it? And it actually helps, to be honest, a little bit. I don't need to plan a restaurant trip for this month. Usually, well, before things went tits up, the missus and I would go out like monthly for like a date night. And I'm not gonna lie, I've got like a long ass list of like 40 different places on my notes on my phone, and then I've got another like 20 saved on like an Instagram save thing that we're sharing. And I haven't yet. Usually I'll do like a random number generator. I'll see whatever number lands, because I've numbered them. See whatever number we land on, and just go to that one. But now that I've got ones that aren't numbered, makes life a little bit more difficult. Anyway, that's just me oversharing. Helps with unnecessary purchase. Honestly, like, financial discipline is so important. And that is one of the best ways to keep your spending under control. I was really disappointed earlier. So I've got my normal bank account I get paid to, and then I've got like a credit card. And the game that I'll be introducing for next week, I wanted to buy it off the credit card. I'm trying to build my credits, I'm trying to spend and then put money back in, spend, put money back in. And flipping PayPal, they never used to do this. They never used to do this, but nowadays, for the last few weeks or so, anytime I want to make a PayPal payment, it's now 50-50 whether it gives me the option to choose what card on my PayPal I want to use or not. And when it doesn't let me choose, it always defaults to my normal bank card, which I don't want it to do. And so I've been forced now to remove it completely, and I really didn't want to spend on my normal bank card because I've got there's a goal that I want to end the month on. I want to end the month with a certain amount on there, and so I was pissed off, man. I don't understand why things have to change when they're not, when they don't need to be changed. Where like, as I always say, when something's not broken, you don't need to fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because then you end up breaking it. You end up bringing on a worse experience for your customers. So I don't know what that's all about, but that's the danger, Sammy. That's the equivalent, right? Well, and I've gone through it. You get you get a bit. You get a bit waved at a club or, you know, wherever it is that you're drinking. And all of a sudden, alcohol is not really that expensive anymore. Oh, man. I've had times, like when I used to go out, I'd have times when I'm out of a group and I'm just buying everyone drinks just because, you know, oh, yeah, woo, you know, why not? I can do that. And then, you know, you check the account the following morning and I'll just be pummeling my face and with face palms. I always find it very intriguing the way alcohol affects the brain. Now, I've never been like, there's a very, you know, like a typical geezer drunk, Sammy, whereby fella will come out of the pub and, you know, just causing havoc, just causing chaos, right? I've never experienced that. And I don't know what I don't know what it is that triggers that. Because also many people around me have never gotten to that level. You get to a level of drunk where you pass out. Oops, wrong one. You pass out, or you throw up, or, you know, obviously, you know, you're waved. You're very clearly waved, a bit light on your feet, but, you know, balance ain't really there. But not to the, I can't imagine getting to the point where I'm just swearing at like people, shouting around. Like what is that? What, like, is that like a DNA thing? Is that something in genetics? I don't understand how people get to that level. Like I felt a bit of aggression before, and like when I was a bit younger, and, you know, I had a good drink, but not to the point where I'm starting anything. Like, I'm ready for it, but I'm not starting anything. You know what? It could be. I'm not a beer drinker. Maybe it's just a type of alcohol. I really don't know. But then again, I know somebody who, when they drink white rum, they get like that. But that's what right. Ray and Nephew is my favorite alcoholic drink, and you get it? Like, I don't get it. But you know what? Stella Artois definitely sounds like a fight starter, 100%. Most of my TSW deals is that's how it gets, you know, honestly. I've never played TSW while high. I'll probably give it a go at some point in the future when I've got a decent break from work. But I would actually love to. I feel like it'd be so calming. One thing I have done while high before is driven in Forza, back in Forza Horizon 3, I think. I remember I was smoked up, driving. I got my sunflower seed, nibbling on my sunflower seeds, barbecue flavored sunflower seeds. And I'm just cruising, just calmly. I was going like 40 miles per hour, and it was just calm. It was nice. It was like, I was just like 3 hours, just solid, just driving around that map. And if you know Forza Horizon 3, it doesn't have the most exciting map. It's a pretty good one, to be fair. But it's not You know, he's not one. He's not one to be driving around there for 3 hours doing nothing at all. He just went out to grab a beer, Dan. Why not, man? The effects are kicking in before it. Your body's prepared. An immaculate experience. You don't see the bugs. No, I'm sure. I'm sure. It must honestly be lovely. It must honestly be lovely. And it must just be so calming and so like, and like you're there. It must be super, super immersive as well. No, fair enough, man. I wonder what VR would be like. Not necessarily in TSW, but just anything with while high. That must be a trip. It's extremely immersive. I can imagine, man. Oh, man. That's why I really want to get an ultra-wide screen. I want to get a screen that's like... I want a screen that almost like wraps around me. Just for that like immersiveness. I feel like that and being high. Oh, yeah. You're not leaving... Whether it's a console, whether it's a PC, you're not leaving that seat until your body just conks out or whatever it may be that will take you away from it. Oh my god, that is the best time to go for like these new mastery stuff. I saw a lot of people in the forum complaining about last month's one. I think you had to hit like 1,000 miles or something like that, and that would be the best way to go about it, honestly. Where does that train go to? Highbury and Islington. Is that terminus? That's not terminus for overground. Highbury and Islington. What line's that? If y'all would trip me out. Yeah. It would be, yeah. It would be, you know, I gotta try that, man. I gotta try that. What's part of your dream PC setup, Tim? VR or like a big ass ultra wide? I didn't know there was a brake hold function in this train. Big ass ultra wide. Yeah, man. I've got one in mind. Well, I've got two in mind. So I think what would be more appropriate. Not in mind as I'd love to buy them, but I don't think I'm going to be able to buy them anytime soon. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But one I really, really want, but it doesn't suit my setup because my PC is not powerful enough to power it to its. I don't think there's any GPU strong enough to power this, but. It's a 57-inch 4K ultra wide, and it's 1,000R curvature. So the wraparound is quite aggressive. It's not just flat wide. It really does almost wrap around you. I don't know why it's gotten so dark here. By the way, the light is on. The cab light is on. I don't know why it's gotten so dark. And it's 240 hertz, 4K. You know, it's equivalent of two like 30-something inch panels. It's got everything, except for the fact that it's a VA panel. And having run a VA panel my entire life, I'm sick of it. I want an IPS or I want something else, just not a VA panel. I want to see the colors loudly, you know. I want all the benefits that an IPS will give you. And yeah, it's a VA panel, which really, really sucks. And then the second thing is a 49-inch ultra wide. Doesn't curve the same, but it's quite big nonetheless. 1440p. I think it's 240 hertz as well from Samsung. Both of them are Samsungs. Odyssey. They're both Odyssey G9s, but one's 57-inch, one's 49-inch. And that's what? There was something with that as well. There was something there that had me like, as well. It may honestly just be the curvature. I really do want something to replace VR for me because I don't know. I think buying a Quest 2, maybe I shot myself in the foot a little bit because it's you know, obviously on the lower end, the cheaper end of VR, and maybe that's why I haven't enjoyed it as much as I thought I would have. That's why maybe I haven't been using it as I would like to, as much as I would like to. But yeah, if Samsung could release another another of that 57-inch, sorry, monitor, but with an IPS panel, that would be it. But yeah, that's a £2,000 monitor, so that's what I'm saying. No plan to get it anytime soon. Hello, Connor. I'm glad that you're doing well, mate. I'm doing good, thank you. I'm stuck behind the shelter. What do you guys think about the flares? The lens flares? Part of JetWash's mod. I don't know why the camera clips like it does on CSC. And where's the texture for the door? Where's the texture for that door? And yes, these seats for some reason are a bit lighter than these ones. I guess the highlight priority maybe. So that's not like anything buggy or something off. Don't do that to me, Dan. Don't do that to me, man. It would be good to see a fix soon. Or at least, because apparently sometimes Dovetail hold back fixes. So it would be good to at least have your handlers come and say, hey, you know, guys, here's a list of things that have been sorted out. We're just waiting for Dovetail now to pass it through and release it. Again, I have no idea what's been happening on the forums. Maybe there's been... I don't know what's been happening. I don't know whether certain things have been even acknowledged. I don't know whether things have been promised. I have no idea what's going on. I'm going to go through the forum. I usually do it, like I always say, during my shift at work. And so I'm going to have a look on Friday night, and fingers crossed there's some good news there, man. I don't think I'll be doing the crew. I think next week will just be. Yeah, I don't think there'll be any crew stuff. I'll probably do that off stream. I need to just dissect my nose and figure out what's wrong with it. It's like if it's not one thing, it's another thing. If it's not that other thing, it's gonna be another thing. You know what route I miss playing? I miss playing London to Brighton. Oh, hello. I can't tell whether the train's just jodder in or whether we've dropped some frames. I think it's okay though. The wiper seems to be moving fine. Oh, but another train coming towards us looks a bit jumpy. I don't know. Nabil, why not? But then again, the time I might do it may not really work for you. It's likely that I'll do it on Sunday morning. I mean like sometime between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. when I come in from work. That's not too bad. Well, I think that's quite early. But that will be the time, so can't say I haven't given you a heads up. Maybe more so from like maybe closer to 8 o'clock. Between 8 and 9. Just depends on how long it takes everyone to get ready. You usually wake at that time? Okay. You get to your own stuff. I mean, hey, at least that's one, what's the word? That's one word I'm looking for. Maybe it'll come back to me, maybe it won't, but good, basically. That's a good. Silver, yeah. It wasn't that, but it was one of those terms, yeah. At least there's some form of silver lining. It was a one word. The word I'm looking for is one word, but it means practically the same thing. Don't worry about it. Thanks. Your great sleep schedule. I don't know about your great sleep schedule, Nabil. You're sleeping late these days. For a while now. What's going on? Oh, okay. But it's been happening from longer than that, though. There was that one stream. I don't know what stream it was. It was a cyberpunk stream, and you were there for like a good hour. That was before. We love a man who can take accountability. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Can you speak to the signaler through here? Why do I even bother trying to use a joystick to do this? Doesn't look like it, but it's good to see that they're connected. I think that's the train that we're waiting for. What if you put the Ultimate Edition in your cart, Nabil? Will it not automatically adjust the pricing? But yeah, that is odd. Guess maybe it's just something they haven't really considered. There's an Elizabeth line, I believe, departing. We still haven't seen a single freight service on this this journey mode. Yeah, but I'm saying once you add the Ultimate Edition to your cart, doesn't it then adjust the pricing so that it takes away what you already own, and then adjusts the pricing? But then it still won't be a deal though, isn't it? You'll still be paying full price for both the passes, I guess.
Please tell a member of staff or the police.
What is going on with all the door textures, man? I know I could just do continue and go into the next one, but I like to see what's coming. But then I guess all we really have is just A to B and B to A services, so it doesn't make a difference. And I guess if it was a scenario that was coming up next, I'd probably say it, but regardless. Usually it should be like that, but it isn't. Yeah. Verifying the two of them separately. So upset about his bronze. How about let me rate some scenarios and some runs, and we'll see how many platinums the game gets. Yeah, there is that also, Nabil. How surprised can we be after all? See, look. They have the oyster readers. They have them. So what was going on at Hackney? Was it Hackney, I think? Hackney Central yesterday. God knows. The Greater Anglia service. Wonder how long it would take, guys, to get the correct livery on this. It'll be good to get a Mildmay Line enhancement pack. Not that there's much to enhance, to be honest. they do, Tim. But then, I was going around. I'm pretty sure it's Hackney Central. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But there was a station at some point yesterday that I was flying around in on stream, and it had some very, very strange looking readers that I've never seen before. And the guys from London that I asked on stream hadn't seen it before. So I don't know why they use them in some places and don't use them in others. Because if you go to so on the Suffragette Line DLC as well, they initially had the right ones, and then I'm pretty sure they then updated the route, and then there were the wrong ones there. So I don't know why they use the right one when they want to, and then the wrong ones also when they want to. In a way that doesn't really make sense. Yeah, the server status. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't play Motorfest like daily, obviously, but I've never encountered any sort of server issues. Like, the closest I've encountered is the thing that was happening with us, where you couldn't join my crew and I couldn't join yours. Sounds DovetailEsque, I know, right? But that's the thing. This was made by someone who's actually like, he's been on point with all sorts of little details. So how it's happened here, I really don't know. I haven't, Nabil. No, how's it looking? I saw there's the latest one I saw when I checked the website today was the 2024 winter working timetable for Edinburgh to Glasgow, and it looks really, really good. Looks promising. I'll give it a try for sure. The old stock was putting you off. Interesting. Okay. I will. I'll if I remember to, I will check it out on the website. I'll just read through it, see the information they've put out and stuff like that. But I don't really use custom timetables much anymore. Ain't that cute? With his top clipping through. Her top clipping through. That's nice. They were made for each other. You know what, low key, Tim, I'm wondering the same question. Bill, I always would have assumed that you were more of like you were more a fan of the older trains, generally speaking, than the modern stuff. You don't do anything to the passengers or make them behave correctly. Well, the thing is, they can make them behave correctly in certain situations, but not where it matters. Okay, you got a guy on his phone, a guy on his laptop, a guy eating ice cream, a guy sitting with his girl or his wife or whatever. But when it comes to just getting the passengers on the train or off the train, getting them to not go to the depot, it's just all of a sudden goo goo gaga. Like just all of a sudden all knowledge just departs. I don't understand. I don't get it. At least there isn't any missing OHLE in this route. I guess that's something to be thankful for nowadays. I mean, this is one way to go about fixing it. Just don't have any passengers. And the irony of it is, I don't know if it's ironic, but he's managed to get passengers, or just like, I guess, NPCs, walking on footpaths, walking on bridges. Like, he's managed to make the world feel quite alive through NPCs. Wait, how am I 13 yards away from this? Huh? The stop marker is here. How am I 13 yards away from it? Is this? Yeah. It's always so far. It's always so close yet so far. Always. And how am I already quite behind on the timetable? I feel like I've been pretty on point. I'm happy that the journey mode didn't start with heavy snow and rain and all night runs. We did have the usual generic rainy service as a scenario. It would also be nice for the passengers to be doing these things on the train, on their phone. Why is this? When is there a train spotter here? What are you train spotting as well? If you are train spotting, it's a capital star. Why are the stop markers so off all of a sudden? To be fair, Nabil, your terminology was the old stock was putting me off, which tends to imply you're not a fan of old stock. It was said very generally, rather than specifically to the 111. I find the 111 a blast to drive, to be completely honest. I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum. I actually think I enjoy it maybe a little bit more than the Crocodile. Or maybe I just need to spend a bit more time with that loco. Yeah, that was a topic, Nabil, but just take my word for it. If you don't agree, that's fine, but that's it came across that way. Yeah, you know what? I am thankful that TSG went the extra mile to change the interior of it. I think there's certain things that maybe once upon a time we just expected to be the norm for TSW. What was that lighting change? Christ, what is it with this station? There was a time when we expected certain things, and then we were quickly learned to always dampen our expectations, and so I feel like at some point in TSW's life cycle, changing the interior of a loco as it should was a given. And then we were quickly taught that no, you guys are not gonna get what you want all the time. You're not gonna get what you expect all the time. So you're gonna take what you get and be quiet and be happy about it. And if you do get something that makes sense and that is a bit more detailed than it usually would be grateful. They didn't have to, no. That's it. That's TSG for you, man. It's that kind of thing that separates certain studios from other studios, isn't it? But that's fair, Nabil. That's valid. I didn't even know that the talent, any talent, well, I wouldn't imagine a talent runs there nowadays. Yeah, that's the thing, Tim. That's the thing. So then it becomes like two different arguments now for value. Do you calculate a route's value or whether something is priced too high based on kind of like effort gone into it and what it actually gives you, any new trains, a new country, etc., or do you now compare it to other routes that are priced the same and what they give you? It's a little bit of a mess. Anyway, we've got a date now for the Welsh route, isn't it? 18th of March. 18th of March. So not next week, but the following week. Oh, that was smooth. Yeah. There doesn't seem to be any pricing strategy, absolutely. So it's possible then that the Dutch route will just come out the following Tuesday, right? Tuesdays are usually the release days. It used to be Thursday. I'm so sure it used to be Thursday, but anyway, it's been Tuesday for a while. And yeah, I mean, the following Tuesday is that the last Tuesday of the month? I think it would be the last Tuesday of the month, right? Let me double check. Because they said it's coming in March. So realistically, as they've announced the Welsh route, they've also announced the Dutch one as well. So yeah. So after that it's gonna be the 25th. That's the following Tuesday, and then that's it. So if the Dutch route is still coming out in March, like they've said, then it will come out on the 25th. We're in the 153 now. Man, I'm not gonna lie. Mentally, like in my head, it's a route that has potential to be exciting, but I can't be excited for it now. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I hope it's made well, honestly, but we'll see. I don't allow myself to get excited anyway when it comes to any TSW DLCs. a lot going on here. What line is this that terminates here? Ah, the Windrush line. Okay. Yeah, this is another one I'm quite familiar with. Yeah, no, Tim, fair enough, man. I mean, that's the reason. That's like 90% of the reason for the hype for the Dutch Route, isn't it? So, yeah, we can only hope that they'll do it justice, man. I would have honestly expected the Mildmay line to have been out by now, if I'm being honest, as well. Surprised we're still waiting for that one. Just hoping that, you know, it's worth the wait when it does come out. OBB currently operates the Talents. We already have it in game with the Mittelbahn. On the German side, the Deutschbahn uses the 425 on cross-border service. They'll play with the 442. So then I'm assuming those are the trains that are being used. Well, obviously what we have are the ones being used on the 2025 timetable. Yeah, it's taking much longer than it. When was it announced now? Was it announced? It was announced in TSW4, but I don't know what point in TSW4's life cycle it was announced. I felt like about midway. The screenshots they posted were very, very, very reminiscent for me to very reminiscent of Niedertalbahn.
Vehicles parked at unauthorized points may be clamped or removed without warning. Short and long stay parking is available at this station.
Love seeing an empty train. And I'm pretty certain there should be just normal ads, not like these overground ones here. Never announced anything the similar way. Yeah, that is the. I think ultimately that's the worst way to go about it. You have so many DLCs, so many in the works. Money done. Money. I'm assuming the higher ups have a certain financial goal, and bearing in mind the financial year ends in April, so that any target that they haven't hit yet, they need to hit.
At this station.
They need to hit by April. So that means Whether something's ready to be out or not, that money needs to come in. That needs to come in. And at the end of the day, let's be honest, people buy their stuff regardless. So they know whether they put something out that's rushed or buggy or not, that money's coming in. That is the aim, is for that money to come in, not for the product to be ready to be ready to bring in that money, if that makes sense. So that's it. Financial goals, financial targets. Are they really making that much? They're making enough to be a multi-million-pound company. I'm pretty sure the financials are publicly available. I think we all are, Tim, low-key. Like, realistically, right, even if I haven't purchased this DLC, I'm playing it. Someone's gonna come, probably like it, and then pay for it, you know? And that's and you know, there's my contribution to that. And then on the, you can kind of look at it on the other side of the dice as well, whereby it's like, we don't really have a train sim that's doing what TSW is doing the way TSW is doing it, even with all its flaws. And so, you know, if TSW comes out with a route that somebody really wants, so that's really close to somebody's heart, they ain't gonna say no. As long as they can obviously afford it. I believe you, Dan, but not every company's like that. We've seen enough over the years to know how these things work when it comes to Dovetail. Not only in TSW, but even back in TSE. The only reason TSE is still alive today is not because of Dovetail. It's the third parties that are keeping it alive. Because you've got the same problems that we have here, that have been, as far as I'm aware from what people have said, have been affecting Trace and Classic from day one. So it's never really been about, quality has never been at the forefront. But then again, they're a business. Don't ever expect quality to be at the forefront. Finances it's a business. It's a business. It's not charity. Money will always be the number one priority. Everything else will come second. It's just every company has a different way they treat that second and third place priority. And that's why I don't feel bad, Tim. And that's why I rather actually even feel bad for you guys on consoles that have no choice but to buy. Wow. Okay, Nabil, you're selling it to me now. That is a load. Wow. I didn't think it was gonna be that popping. But fair enough. Say no more. Hello, BMX Bullets. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Absolutely, Tim. Absolutely. You see guys like Liam who you know is working on the GWE remaster by himself in his spare time. He's not getting paid for that. Are you telling me that somebody that's willing to put in that kind of work are you telling me that's the sort of mentality that's sort of behind these kind of things? It is a shame. It is a shame. Yeah, you know what, Tim? It's bittersweet, isn't it? It's bittersweet. But then again, that's what happens when there's no competition. When there's not any real competition. Because realistically, you stop playing TSW, and then especially you on console, what do you then go and play to get that same fix? There's literally no other option. Literally no other option. Oh, sick, Nabil. That's sick. I cannot be bothered to build any trade, man. To put anything together. Or isn't it just, Tim, if you just want to train sim at all? All you can do, all you have is TSW. Is there any other like actual train sim on console? Console? Oh really? Those games are on console? I had no clue. Yeah, well, yeah, they're not. Yeah. Absolutely, Nabil. Absolutely. I'm calling it from now. What will keep TSW? There's going to become a point that what's going to keep TSW alive is going to be community-made stuff and third parties. Like, you know, cool. That we're still able to wow people with Holland and Wales. Cool. There'll come a time when they'll be out of tricks. They won't be able to put any more bunnies out of the hat. And then if the editor isn't properly sorted out by then, and people are, you know, fluent with it, well, no, if people are fluent with it, then yeah, it'll be amazing. If not, because TS3 and Just Trains, they don't really release content every other week. And I think that's when the game will start to slowly, truly die out. I think the beginning's already begun. The beginning's already arrived, if I'm being honest. It's just right now the fall is very, very slow. And there's, you know, there's still chances to grab onto this or grab onto that, or fall onto some soft ground and get back up. But I feel like if they don't take those opportunities, man. This is meant to be covered, by the way. There's meant to be a cover over this. Why is this not covered? This is meant to be on top. This thing here is meant to be on top of this, but somehow it's like not placed correctly. Oh no, tell a lie. That looks like it's properly attached. Anyway, this should not be exposed, basically. Yeah. Given away the base Train Sim Mod 5 was definitely a plus. That definitely, you know, it did well amongst the community. But then there hasn't really been anything like that since the inception of TSW 5. So we'll see. And I guess more importantly, we'll see how TSW 6 comes into play. Yeah, crazy that isn't it, Sammy? Like once upon a time, the rest of the game could be broken, but they are putting respect on the core roots. Now even that has gone out the window. Even that has got core routes mean nothing now. I do wonder when I will call it. I'm pretty sure I was saying during TSW4 that if TSW5 comes out and it's paid, I won't be buying it. So it's probably gonna be whenever they come out with a new version that's only paid. I'll probably call it there. But ironically, I did end up buying TSW5. I was happy that there was a free version. That was positive. Hey, I'm good, my bro. Listen, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. TSW6 is concerned, by the way. Confirmed, sorry. Man, it's charity stream, not a leak. It's a spoiler. LOL. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna be here and be like, oh, shocked thumbnail face, but you know, here's what it is. Yeah, Loki in a bill. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like they're dropping it. They're leaking it down. They're drip feeding us information on that route the same way that they do like with the Welsh one. Like we haven't really. What we got with the preview today. There's a cable that just goes into the wall. What we got with the preview today for the Welsh stuff was only because they finally got an announcement. So I'm pretty sure whenever they have an announcement date, the release date for the Dutch route, then we'll probably get like a similar video as well. Generally speaking, they don't advertise, they don't show stuff off like they used to. He slipped up on called TSW5, TSW6. Yeah, the crash on Southern High Speed. And you're on console, aren't you, Sammy? Yeah, man. It's definitely a sad state of affairs overall. Definitely. Oh, absolutely, TSW6 on the corner. Absolutely. I'm pretty certain something that has been announced is going to be for TSW6. Like, don't forget that San Bernardino line, which came out as a core route for TSW5, was in the works from February 2024. So, again, because it's not confirmed, should TSW6 be a thing? The routes the routes are currently in the works for that. See, that route is releasing in under a month. It's a bit weird. I mean, it was the same. It was the same with the Welsh route, though, isn't it? Like they didn't really they didn't show us much in terms of like footage. They showed us screenshots, but then they did that with the Welsh route as well. Oh yeah, Ellis said absolutely. Absolutely. It would just be some features that they could have added in TSW5, and then they could have added also in TSW4, and they also could have added in TSW3, and they also could have added in TSW2. But they're gonna put some big marketing spiel about it, and then on top of that, we can only even hope that we get those features upon release. Don't forget, suspension improvements was marketed with TSW4. It was marketing material for TSW4. It didn't come until the very end of TSW4's life cycle. My controller's died. Oh, we're not panic here, Sammy. Not anymore, mate. Not anymore. Sorry, boys. Give me one moment. My bad. Everyone's favorite route currently. I think my personal favorite route has to be Southeastern High Speed. I'm not playing it currently, but it's overall my favorite route. I don't know where Nabil gets these like. I told you yesterday. Whatever Nabil wants to find, he'll find. Yeah, SEHS, but with all the DLCs, all the layers, RHTT, Class 700, and everything else that goes onto that. Frankfurt folder's solid. Hopefully it will change it, Nabil. Hopefully, man. If it changes it, it means it's earned its spot. Hopefully, man. London commuter, so yeah, London commuter is up there for me as well. Oh, bro, another commuter. Ugh, if that route got a TOD4 update and officially had the Class 700 brought in, that's it. That's all it needs, man. Dresden Reese is good as well. Or Dresden Reese, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But yeah, that one's good. Nabil mentioned that one as well. Love the branches. Love the all sorts of different activity, all sorts of pattern variety for the running patterns. Yeah, solid as well, man. How about this? How about this? What was you guys' favorite routes per TSW? So like for TSW5, only out of the routes that have come out for TSW5, and then for TSW4, only for the routes that came out of TSW4, etc., etc. I think for me, when it comes to 5, I think Mittenwald Bun so far, just because of the feeling it gave me. I never had that before, and that it's moving cows. Or maybe Frankfurt Fulda. I don't know. Ah, damn, it's tight between those two, but I think Mittenwald Bun on top for me. And Nabil, that's why I keep saying the decision to get the decision to dissolve the preservation team was, to me, it seems quite brain dead. I'm not gonna lie, because that would have been their job, bringing all the older routes to TOD4 and then have all the new features that the newer routes have. Rapid transit is solid as well, yeah. And honestly, like, I don't hear that opinion much, Sammy, but I definitely share it. I'm a fan of rapid transit. Hello, Wayne. Dresden Airport Station was like a dungeon. But it was never like fully done in it, so I don't know. I can't really speak on it too tough. Oh wow, Nabil, I didn't know that. Interesting, but not surprising. I can try, Hank, but don't think I'll succeed, mate. Oh, Tim, there are so many, like, hidden traps for new customers. That is just one of them. Yeah, exactly, Sammy. Exactly. I feel like all the underground sections are done very well as well, the subway sections. I got told off for calling it subway last time, so I'll just stick to underground. Yeah, they were the same days that you were complaining, why are you playing GTA? Why are you playing GTA? So, don't want to hear it from you. I miss Abdi, man. Ah, I miss all of them, to be honest. There's the Bakerloo line. There's 700 over there. Oh no, it's a 350. All right, that's the West Coast Main Line. Duh. That's the West Coast Main Line. There's the Bakerloo line. Wilson Junction is all sorts of wonderful, and that was interesting. There's another 350. Why the destination is blurry, I could not tell you guys. Have blurry textures finally found their way into PC? God forbid. They did not happen often. 6-hour TSW streams did not happen often. Oh, snap then. Ah, yes. Was that the day that we streamed for 11 hours? Can't forget Jalen. Yeah, can't forget Jalen. They always do that, Nabil. They did it for Suffragette Line as well. I wonder how the Elizabeth line would do, because as much as a lot of it is above ground, a lot of it is also underground. But you get to go at pretty quick speeds. It's quite a fast train. And it's the only train, at least in the UK, I don't know where else in the world they do this, but it's the only train that's underground and has overhead. It's connected by overhead wires. What do you mean I was streaming, not you? Oh, Zurich has it as well. Okay, so it's not. Oh, so it's only place in the. It's only line in the UK then. I don't know why they didn't make it dual voltage. Wayne, even the windows on the train, the passenger windows have that. There's a gap. It's like the window asset hasn't been placed correctly. So I'm not surprised this is in other places as well. I was worried they were going to change around all, but I think it was only to celebrate like a particular thing. Welcome on board, Padge. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You guys are funny, man. Honestly, it gets to look at the balance on the left. It's just like humps. It gets to a point where all you can do is laugh in it. But hey, at least we can laugh. At least we can laugh. But it definitely has gotten to that point where it's all we can do. You either laugh or you cry. I ain't wasting my tears on TSW. I think this is going to be our last run, but I don't want to end the stream at 5:30. I think we're due to finish this at like 5:30 or 5:25, so we'll probably do what will we do? How long is a freight service on here? I haven't done any freight service. I don't think freight is in any of the journey mode chapters, so I might just do like a freight service to end it, as long as it's like 35 minutes. Train Sim Mod staff highlights bundle. You're joking. Really, Tim? You've just figured it out? He does it every time. Do a 7:10 service. I think that's also like 45 minutes. It's going to be a little bit too long. We'll see. It depends. It depends what time. I think we're due to finish at 5:25, between 5:25 and 5:30. And whatever, we'll go from there. It's not. It's not a 45-minute service. How long is a full service? Let me take a look in a bit. This one I got to see now. Oh, brother. He wasn't joking. Who on earth? Who on earth put Peak Forest in there? Let me double. Is that am I seeing correctly? Is that Peak Forest? Please tell me my eyes are not deceiving me. Oh, it is. It is. It is. It is. It is. It is. It's Peak Forest, boys. Someone's only gone and put some Peak Forest in there. Wow. Wow. That's something, man. That's funny. That's funny. Don't this Peak, I would diss it, brother. I would diss it. It's not really worthy. Like, it's not the worst route in the game, yeah, but it's not worthy of being a highlights, man. Fair enough, in it, each to their own. Everyone will like what they like, in it, but seeing it there is just, it's funny, man. The start and end points are just completely nonsensical. The timetable is atrocious. Nothing like the actual working timetable. Like Tim said, there is a 104 on the way that should make things a bit better, but there should have been a DMU of sorts on there as well. Apart from that, it's actually like not too bad from what I've heard, but like I said, just to feature to feature there, nah. It's just funny, man, because it's not really anyone's top like 5 or even top 10, you know. That never gets mentioned, never gets spoken about, and all of a sudden, pop, it's on the highlights. That is wild, the bill. Yeah, listen, don't overthink it, innit? I'm laughing, but if you like it, you like it. I'm not saying don't get it or don't whatever, but for me personally, it's funny. But something to bear in mind is I've barely played it myself. I'm going off what people who have played it say. The only thing I've done on that route is that one scenario. Whether I don't think it was a scenario. It was like a short run. All right, Sammy. Have a safe trip, mate. Try and enjoy what you can. Hopefully, it's not terrible. Hopefully, hopefully you're pleasantly surprised by the experience. Which one, Nabil? Which review? Is that a scenario on Peak Forest, Tim? I'm not playing that anytime soon, brother. Unless we happen to do out of nowhere a requester route and it gets requested. Is it on Steam, the bill? I might take a look at it after if I want a quick laugh. I wouldn't be surprised, Wayne, if some scenarios have the same names as others. All mixed up. I've done the, you know, the feature where you can choose if you want like a quick session or a long session, and it will give you like a random service or scenario. It always has to throw it my way. I always decline it. I don't even want to do a scenario. I just want to do like a normal run. Why we don't have the option to filter out scenarios in that feature on that feature, I really don't know. It's near 3 hours. God damn. The 710 timetable runs on here, on Mildmay Line, Wayne. I don't even know how they've managed to put that train into the game. It doesn't run on this route. I think it's very, very rare, very, 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 very rare that you'll see a 710 or the Mildmay Line. I've never seen one, but apparently people have.
Please ensure you have a valid ticket for travel. You will be expected to produce your tickets when asked to do so.
The announcement does not play on the overground, by the way. That's a very generic National Rail announcement. Yeah, I'll take a look at it, Wayne. Well, if it's because there's like barely any services, that actually kind of does make sense. But if it's something else, then I'll see. No. You like I said, you only get them on like National Rail stations, because that's where you actually have someone quite often with a machine or whatever, checking your ticket. On the underground, you don't get them in trains, but you can you could have them at stations. And then on the overground, I personally have never seen one of the overgrounds. Apparently, I think they exist, but I've never seen one. And I've never also seen one. Oh no, you can get them. You can get revenue on overground stations as well. I mean, it's tough in a bit because yeah, they're accurate, but they're not accurate for here. Are you asking me, Tim, or are you asking Nabil? DC Metro announcements so damn creepy. How are they creepy? I'm not fluent in German. I thought you were fluent in German, my friend. So what about that one, Nabil? Is it not accurate? One thing I've noticed is that I randomly drop frames. I thought it was maybe a particular station, but it's not. It just seems to randomly happen, and then it's fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's as I read it, it sounded in my head very, very familiar. What are they using like an AI voice for it, Tim? Nah. Yeah, that's trash. Although the ones you will hear on the underground are like quite repetitive because they're voiced by an actual person, like it's not too bad. But yeah, if it was like very obviously robotic. Look, this bridge is blue. This bridge is blue on this side. Why is it not? Oh, okay, I can't see anything there, but so they can use blue bridges. Why have they done it? They might as well have done Camden properly. Because that was the tone of blue that the Camden bridge is. IRL. So why is it on the outside that it's all one funky looking bridge, but then on the inside it's done well? The stations look like bunkers. That is a diabolical statement. Oh, Wayne? Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, there you go, man. Now you know where to go. Makes sense why you like Cyberpunk so much as well. I've worked it out now. I'm looking forward to getting back into that next week. Finishing off the little gigs. What's the left of the side missions? Oh yeah, I'm in the Phantom Liberty DLC now. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's like a whole new game, innit? Goodness gracious me. Bring it on though, man. Let's go. I'm ready for it. Well, Wayne, I think that's where I guess I will go through with my idea of creating a Corpo V and playing through the game again. And make him very like Corpo minded, make him a bit of like an asshole, bit of a slag.
Doors closing.
I'm trapped. To crack the window open, it's super warm in here. Which is nice and pleasant, but can be a bit too much at times. Every word has a different tone and pause between it. Oh my gosh, it's not even like it's been done well. How can you use AI and still mess it up? Also, no, never mind. Does my train have people in it? Oh, it does. I don't think that would be too much to ask, Nabil. I'll be honest, bro. I don't think that would be too much to ask. I don't know obviously how it would work in Germany, but if Roblox can get the correct voices, not just the correct voices, but also the correct the person to do the voice, to do now the station announcements and the train announcements. I know it's two different people, but there's still people that do this in real life. Please tell me please tell me what's stopping Train Sim World, man. What is stopping Train Sim World from doing it? Whether it's a route in the UK, whether it's a route in Germany, whether it's a route in the US, where they use real voices. I don't think it's too much to ask, man. Or doesn't it depend on where you are in Germany, Wayne? Maybe they use different ones in different areas, different places. Okay, it's everywhere. Thank you, Tim. The station is completely bugged, man. What is this meant to be? Why is the music playing? It does sound good, but I don't know where it's meant to be coming from. Almost sounds like it's gonna put you in a trance. Wrong priorities. There you go, man. I feel like that's something you could listen to while you're high for hours and hours and not even realize. Ooh, pardon me. I feel like this train's too quiet, so I get tempted to put the sound up, but then I'm worried that the dings will come and just blow your eardrums off. Yeah, there's very, 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 very little sound when it's coasting. Just the nature of the train. I'm just glad it's not as silent as the TSC version, which is actually silent. At least this one. I don't know if it's coming off on stream, but in my ears, there's like something's going, some ventilation or something is going. But in the TSC one, it's completely silent. It's horrible. Oh, 710. A rare sight. Very, 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 very rare sight. Looks like it's doing an ECS move though. That wasn't good. Yeah, it's going to the depot. I mean, yeah, I think it's fairly relaxed. It does catch you out here and there. But if you just drive according to the speed limits for the most part, you'll be okay. Just felt like doing that. Yeah, I got the time bang on. There's the DLR. No lights. No interior lights, no exterior lights. No destination light. Just vibes. I wonder how much work it would have been just to add the lights. Just to make it lit up. Who needs lights on vibes? Well, for the DLR in that particular situation, I would choose lights over vibes. But, to be honest, I'd rather have it in the game, in the way it is, than not having it in the game at all. Which is pretty much the TSW way, I guess. Be grateful with what you get. Be thankful it's not worse. It was reused, yeah. That's why I was wondering how much work it would be just to make it have some lights. Well, I mean, I'm grateful that, you know, it was from, well, not from the jump, but on the previous stream from quite early on, it was said that it was imported from Transport Fever. It didn't seem like it was at any point ingenuous or anything of the sort. Probably just chose the easier route, to be honest. Probably wanted to get them in, but would have taken too much time or work to create. What the hell? That is a very, very outdated newspaper. Right, let's have a look then, Wayne, at the 710 services on this line. And then we'll check Suffragette line, but I'm certain it was in the ballpark of 40-45 minutes. If it's 40, I'll do it. If it's 45, I won't. Look, there is freight on here, though. There is freight on here. How much is a freight run? I know if I wanted to do a freight line delivery. Oh, you know what? Yeah. We'll do a freight. I see some. Yeah, we'll do this one. 1304 one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, all depot moves. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm surprised there's no like actual service. But yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. They're just there realistically to just allow you to drive the 710 on it. It doesn't come with any pack, Tim. It's a mod. I believe it's a mod for. Correct. I might be wrong, but I think it's part of the West Coast mainline stuff. I might be wrong though, or it might be separate. A good stretch really does feel good, you know. I'm getting stiff in the bones. I'm not getting stiff in the bones. I'll be flexible for life. Alrighty. Oh, I did not see that signal. If not for the HUD, I would not have even known there was a signal there. Goodness gracious me, boys. Hey, congratulations, Hank. Number 1 on the leaderboard, mate. You are first. Well done. You know what, the buses are actually done like decently well, you know, like the stickers, the safety stickers on the doors and stuff. Like he didn't need to go that hard, but he did. Something is coming. I love the weathering on these wagons, man. The graffiti as well. I think it's a mod. Well, yeah, it's a mod because DCG would not put a Banksy graffiti on there. Can I go now? No. Okay. You should get a PC, Tim. You should get a PC. Trust me, it's a decision you will not be looking back from. Beautiful livery, man. Gorgeous, gorgeous livery. The 66 feels longer than it should. Is this what we're waiting for? Yeah. Okay, so it's not just me, right? It does look very, very long. No, what they do, Wayne, is they put graffiti that says DTG. Can't get any more vain than that. Oh yeah. The Blackpool route has some very, very good graffiti. Yeah, like actually they put at least some thought into it. All right, Nabil. Cheers, mate. I mean, it kind of already is the case, Tim. Like I said, you've got these bangers in that they're bringing in a Welsh route and a Dutch route, which is good. But if they went there and there was just another German route or another UK route, just your bog standard average piece of DLC, there would be nothing causing any sort of hype from Dovetail's side, other than those who are big fans of Thomas. Yeah, absolutely, Wayne. Yeah. They've almost become like that stereotypical greedy corporate company. And that's the biggest problem, Nabil. Well, it's the live chat that's the problem. If you go into the forums, you'll get the knights in shining armor, but for the most part, more and more people actually call out what's really going on now. But obviously those same people are not going to be tuned into the live streams. They know not to invest their time into those. And so what you get on the live streams are just people in La La Land, to be honest, living some parallel reality to the rest of us. Yes, Nabil, a decent example. Let me show you something really cool, guys. Look. The light's too bright, you won't be able to see. Have a look. That's incredible, isn't it? It's incredible. Look, there's nothing attached. There's nothing attached. It's just you open it and you just take it off so that you can drink. And if, like me, you like to reuse, reduce, recycle, you can put some water back into it. And then guess what? You just get the lid back from where you had it and go like this. And there you go. Hassle-free, stress-free. Turtles are fine. So now when I drink it without the top on, there's nothing bothering me. It's a good experience. I like drinking water. That bollocks they're doing with the lids is gonna stop me from drinking water altogether. It was BP, innit, Wayne? I believe it was BP. Or was that global warming? They did something that was very, very, very ironic. Let's turn my light back on now so you guys can see my face. Yeah. And I guess all the other companies saw it and thought, you know what? This is absolutely amazing. This is class. And then somehow, all of a sudden, the pressure's on us and us only. Get out of here, man. Ain't fooling me with that bollocks. I should probably say this easily while I still haven't really experimented with the brakes. Oh, bro, so funny. When it comes to Pride Month, every company changes their logos, flags up everywhere, this and that. Skittles will make a black and white version of their sweets, and then the first of the following month, everything back to normal. Back to normal business practices. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Listen, business is business. Why don't expect a business to do anything other than business. Businesses don't do things for us, they do things for themselves. We just happen to benefit, or some of us, depending on what the business is doing, some of us happen to benefit from that particular thing for a while. That's it. But they've realized that, oh, selling this particular thing makes me money, so I'm going to sell this particular thing. Whether you buy it, I don't care. One of you's going to buy it, and I'm going to get the money from it. That's it. I'm not going to listen carefully to what you say, and to what you say. Consider what you say, note it down, and change what we sell or change our practices to suit that. They're going to do what they're going to do. You are not part of that equation. It's just like you might happen to like something that they do and think, oh, I'll buy into that. When the bill said game is game, honestly, game is game. Game is game, man. It is what it is. I've got faith that red is going to change. I'm going to speed up. Or maybe not. I'm disappointed. I thought it would change. I thought it would be cool. Change eventually, but I think I would definitely have spatted if I continued going. We made the right choice to slow down. Where's the fella gone with the high visibility jacket? Who's this guy? Sounds good, you know. Nabil, where is that from? I feel like I should know. I feel like it almost rings a bell, like a vague bell, but I can't put a finger to it. Is it the class 700? I can't remember. It's like up to where it came from. It's been deleted. I know. I'm slacking, man. I'm slacking. I gotta fix up. Why is this appearing as a loco? It's just a block. It's just a bunch of blocks moving. Just that one's longer than the others. I know, right, Wayne? This is thrilling, a thrilling train sim experience. I do feel like the train's a bit underpowered though, low-key, you know? I'm not gonna lie. Do you just know that from Roblox? This whole run's like a few miles long and somehow it's 30 minutes. Self-checkouts on top, absolutely. Wayne, why hasn't anybody added any other freight loco? We don't know, my friends. Those are one of the top 20 questions. One of the top 20 unanswered questions of the previous decade. Nobody knows. There has been opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Yeah, it's the German version. I mean, honestly, that is something. It's something. But it's not coming onto UK rails, so it still doesn't make a difference to the initial problem. But it would definitely be cool to see. Oh, this is, what's the bloody called? Highbury and Islington. Where am I stuck? Not gonna distract me from what I saw. Where is it? There was a bush. This bush was on top of this panto. Not panto, sorry. What would you even call this? Whatever, this OHLE. And somehow, now that I've come back to it, it's gone down here. How does that make any sense? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that card not accepted is super embarrassing. Super embarrassing. It's like as soon as we start picking up some speed, we end up having to come to a stop. And again, I don't know where my frames have gone. Why people are walking on the left over there, I really don't know. They can walk there, but they can't walk on the platforms and onto the train. Wayne, what on earth? What was the story behind that? Okay, no, it's Camden. For some reason, Camden Road, we get low frames. Nabil, not this. This is not a suffragette experience. Not like this. Not like this. It's similar to like a normal run on here, but not this run. Yes, Tim, it's part of Jetwash's lighting and enhancement mod. Lightings and graphics enhancement. Yeah, the fact that they didn't communicate that to you, Wayne, is crazy. Even a little email or something, you know what I'm saying? It didn't even need to be like super formal in person. But just something to let you know. Tim, I'm telling you, bro, I don't think I'll still be playing TSW without mods. I've been saying this, I think, since like the beginning of TSW4. Actually, I did, because TSW4, when I first moved over to it, it took obviously a little bit of a while before the mods were all changed to be compatible with TSW4. And so for a couple of weeks, playing on the vanilla experience was, oh god, felt like such a super downgrade. Yeah, literally anything, so that you're not left with your pants down, so to speak. I wish there was a way to reset the camera with the controller. Bollocks again. As a matter of fact, not even. Well, at least they had enough honor to refund you. What are you waffling about? Nabil, man. Right. Gents, that's going to be it for tonight. It has been a pleasure as usual. Thank you very much for keeping me company, and I hope I've presented at least some form of entertainment to you the past few hours. Yeah, so did I, Tim. I really like slowed down and took my time reading it just to get to the end. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with some more TSW, some more Mildmay Line content. And then that should be the last stream of the week. So I look forward to seeing you guys there. I wish you guys a I wish you guys a lovely rest of your day. As always, take care of each other, take care of yourselves, stay safe, health is wealth, and until the next one, peace out.